All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Roger, we got a roll from
Tower clear.
Roger, roll.
Here I am, about to start my next big piece of artwork. I'm just in the preparation stage. I've chosen to do it on the loom. I'm using a Mirix loom, and I've done a little video on the Mirix loom before, but just as a reminder to go through it, I have added on the springs, top and bottom. These are the 12 dent springs because I'm using quite small beads for this piece of work. I'm also using the warping bar. I could just do the easy warp, but I like the flexibility of when you take it off the holders, you can move the piece of work up and down very easily once you've warped up. So, what beads am I using? Well, I've chosen to use my Yuki Delica beads from Japan. This size 10, commonly known as DBM sizes. I've got a range of colours, and it's almost like red, white and blue all together. So I'm also going a little bit at risk because I've got my project box together with all the bits that I need in here. And I've ordered the beads, but I'm missing some of the blue beads. They are the DBM 726 Opaque Cobalt. That seems to be quite a popular colour, and I know some of the colours I'm using here are popular. And you need to note, particularly if you go to the unusual sizes of DBM or DBL, you have a far smaller selection, or smaller choice of colours and finishes in these unusual sizes. So, also, why haven't I gone for a bigger size bead? Well, with the Delicas, with the DBLs, the size 8s, they have a bigger hole in the middle, and I find, I have tested it, I keep on trying and I keep on looking for what I can do with them, but I find that they're just a bit clumsy for me, and I'm sure you do lots and lots of stuff that's really good with them, but I'm looking for something that's really quite fine and very controlled. Yes, I can use larger thread, wire or whatever, but I just like to have it as simple and as finely tuned as possible. So I find that the DBMs and of course the Delicas size 11s themselves do a great job, absolutely. So I'm starting to loom, to warp this up. I have ordered 7 threads, Nymo threads. I've used one already. Oops, I've dropped it. Right, let's try that again. Let's go back here. So, still going. I have used one already on the loom, so I'm on to the second one I'm using, so I might have to get some more. I'm thinking I will have to get some more actually. And because of the size of it, I'm going to need to do 147 columns of beads, and the piece will take 104 rows of beads. So we're talking about over 15,000 beads. I've also chosen not to use the shedding device because I am using smaller beads than I did in Berenice, and the heddles, well, I'd have to make heddles out of very fine thread, and although the shedding device is really, really handy for these big pieces, for something using such small beads, I'm probably better off just using the traditional method of putting the beads behind and then sewing all the way through rather than a shedding device. The advantage of the threading device is you've got more thread in there, it's quite controlled as well. But as I say, on Berenice I was using bigger beads and round beads because I wanted a sort of bubbly texture. For this one, I want a texture that's quite smooth, so it looks really fine and almost like a print when it's put up onto the canvas at the end. So I'm on my way, I've started it, so I'll see you when I've finished warping this up. See you in a little while. So here we have reached a major milestone, a moment of truth, and I'm going to cut the canvas off the loom, which is really quite scary. Okay, let's go. There's all of those. Let's take that one. It's hanging free. There we go. That's that bit. And now let's move in a little bit closer. Let's see this all happening up here. Okay. As if by magic, on my wonderful phone and camera here. So here we go, let's start cutting again. Scary, very scary. Move it along a little bit so you can see it a bit more. This thing has just popped out. I'm going to have to capture it, and there's the wonderful, wonderful cuckoo clock right on cue. So, see if I can get that off here. A few more. Another one. That's it. I think that's it. There we go. Just zooming you back out. I'm the camera person here, so let's move that over to one side. See what this looks like. It's all in one piece, thank goodness. And whoop, let's turn it around the right way. Phew. There we go. Wonderful. Now, I just have to finish that all off. So that'll take a little while.
Oh, it's nasty to work with because it doesn't cover the vinyl acrylic so well. So this is a casein based gold. We'll probably require 3 coats. So it can be fairly liberal with it, putting it on. So it creates a raised texture when you put multiple coats on. But there's no point in being too prissy with this gold, you just have to put a lot of it on, let it dry, put the next coat on. You can't exactly go with the grain in the canvas because it's quite difficult to do that when you're following an arc.
So the circles are finished and they look absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. It's all very physical. This marked up. Just get that there.